Like caffeine pills to try that out? I don't know.
I think this is the question everybody wants to know. How many cups of coffee a day?
Oh, like 8. Yeah.
It's kind of in the back.
Jose.
Hey,
Hey, I'm V. Jose, I'm Jason. Jose, nice to meet you, McKay.
Okay. To build what they built in hopes that I can build something similar to them.
No, we would not make it a day trip. So we would just we would take the plane there, and then we'll do it for like a weekend. So if we went there Friday, we'd do like Friday, Saturday. Electricians, plumbers, and stuff. But we'll be leaning on the local realtors to make sure we're not hiring people we probably shouldn't have. You know as well as I do that the realtors know who to hire and who not to hire. You know, so that's going to help us a lot. That'll give us a leg up with our team. We'll be coordinating. We're finding deals. So that's finding deals. We can pay a little bit more than flippers, so I think we have a competitive advantage. But finding deals will be the hardest, followed by making sure we have exit liquidity, which I don't think will be a problem. But that, obviously, if we can't sell the portfolio, then we can't do it again short of what we can refinance. Yeah, then the next biggest challenge was what you were saying, which is essentially coordinating the rentals. So that'll probably be the biggest employee base for us. Will be basically property managers, and that's what it is. Now we expect, we can retain property management on these properties, and we hope that the property management revenue just basically covers our OPEX. So that way with outside, we don't really have OPEX because the property management revenue covers it. And then whatever we get on the actual deals is just pure profit. That's the idea, obviously, from an accounting point of view, there'll be OPEX.
Just listening a lot, just paying attention to everything that he's saying, and I'm interested in the social media stuff. That's what I'm interested in. So that's awesome, bro. Yeah, that's cool. So we're actually headed to Scottsdale, Arizona. We're gonna be meeting agents there, and we're gonna be giving Kevin a tour of properties and just kind of showing him the area. And basically, it's gonna be like more like a belly to belly, just getting to know the area versus doing it over the computer. I've never been to Scottsdale, so I think that'll be pretty awesome. And I think it'll kind of be pretty unique to kind of see what his perspective is like. I like seeing a lot of the background stuff. Like, so when I got started in real estate, I shadowed a guy by the name of Jim Sandoval. He was based out of the San Fernando Valley, and he was basically like a top producer already. And that allowed me to see what a top producer does. So I like to see a lot of the background stuff. So the reason I'm here is to be able to see kind of how what happens in the background, what happens when the camera's not rolling. That's kind of what I'm interested in seeing. Hey everybody, so we just landed in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're gonna go check out some houses. I'm interested in kind of like the process as to how he analyzes deals and what he looks for. So I'm excited to do that. A lot of it too is I'm interested in seeing like the social aspect of it as well too. It's like as soon as he got off the plane, we shot a quick video. So this is next level stuff, guys. Super efficient. So it's awesome. I came dressed for the snow too, bro. And it's not even that cold. So I'm actually kind of warm. Not only that, but even the people that do these types of experiences, like the two gentlemen here, like the conversations that the questions that they're asking, you can learn a lot from what they're asking as well too. Not only that, but you can build relationships with them as well too, you know. Right now, it's looking over one of So what was the takeaway for you?
I just feel bad.
Takeaway. Honestly, just finding like good sources of data. I wanted to bounce off and see if what I'm doing is what Kevin would do, right?
Yeah.
So doing that is one thing.
I'm sure you hear
and
a lot
then
of the same questions.
just
So
hearing
we love
things about how
hearing about
he's
the
approaching
process,
different
how things
solutions,
work,
right?
Yeah.
The way that he
how they
thinks.
operate.
And honestly, I just wanted to see, like, is YouTube real Kevin? The background, like how congruent it is. It is. It's insane.
100%.
It's insane how real it is. Yeah. What about for you?
I talked about like how efficient everything is.
Yeah.
Like it's just like he gets up at 3 in the morning, he does research for X amount of time, got his coffee by a certain amount of time. It's very productive. Very like even like the thumbnails and everything. He just knocked out like 2 thumbnails, like right there, the titles, everything. So it's good stuff.
You definitely need to learn that.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Vibe of Patharetti. I'm a real estate agent in New Jersey. Everyone calls me V for short. So right now, I'm an agent in New Jersey, have a couple properties there, and also in Pennsylvania. So I'm back and forth between there. I also do work at Prudential Financial as a finance and actuarial project manager. The reason I'm here is because I want to learn from the best. You know, Kevin's great at hard work, and he's been a great inspiration. So I want to see how he actually operates and how he's able to evaluate deals in new markets. So expanding my base is exactly what I'm looking for over here, and I think Kevin has great insights.
My background is, I don't know where the keys are.
Oh, they were down here.
Oh, okay. I was like, the car just turned on. No, you're good.
I don't want to spill that. I am 20 right now.
So why
Almost
did you
21.
decide to be an intern?
So everybody at my school is going into consulting, investment banking, or maybe some type of accounting in terms of business and finance and econ majors. And no hate to any of those guys. I think they're great. It's just not for me. And like it seemed as though everybody was being herded towards it. So everybody, like, I don't want to do what everyone else is doing because then I'll end up like everybody else in terms of like, I was really actually sad because I thought I was gonna be having to do that. Having to do some type of investment banking internship or something where they work you really hard, which is great. I just think you can learn all the financial models on your own and you don't need to spend 12 hours a day for a year doing it. Actually, usually people do investment banking for 2 or 3 years. But Kevin just put out the video and I was like, dude, why not? So just worked out.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Sacramento.
How do your parents feel about it?
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, we actually went to Tahoe the other day with Kevin. We went skiing with them. So biggest thing I've learned is from Kevin specifically is he's actually contrarian on being contrarian. So like I'm contrarian normally, which like if everybody is doing something, you want to do the opposite. Kevin's so in the middle. He sees all sides. He's not. I was like I'm pretty bearish, and we talk a lot about like macro different things a lot, but Kevin doesn't discount the fact that he can be wrong whenever he says something, and he's got backups on backups. So he's convicted, but there's a certain set of ifs that if those ifs do happen, he will change, and he has like a game plan behind it. 5 or 10 different, like whatever may happen, he's got a plan for it. And then the biggest thing is probably just having that energy around has been amazing. Everybody in college is kind of only, cares about drinking and getting girls and partying and stuff. I got lucky to find myself a girlfriend, so I was kind of like, this is not really for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm so glad to have found people who are, driven, who want to get stuff done, who, want to build companies, who want to do amazing things. So that was really, really nice to have people who wake up like at 3 or 4 a.m. every morning just to grind all around you. And everybody's so positive and hardworking and driven. It's really nice.
Most of the money I've made, I've reinvested it back into real estate. So I own like 57 rentals in Ventura County.
Wow,
so where
Ventura? Oh, you're in Ventura?
Oh, it's probably because
That's
I was
awesome.
behind us.
Oh yeah, you live in Ventura now too, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
downtown. That's
We're neighbors
awesome.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, thank you.
so basically the day to day for me, I basically sell real estate for a living.
Great.
So I help people buy and sell. But I'm seeing myself transitioning more and more into more of an educator, where I help basically provide real estate content and educate people on that basically.
Great.
So the reason I'm here today is just kind of see what the back day to day looks like for Kevin. But I think what you're doing is awesome, bro.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot with HouseHack. HouseHack is really exciting. The models look great. You can, with these wedges, and if you can compound these wedges over and over, essentially what you're doing, like what you've done, but on scale, and you have, a massive team working and actually being able to be we want to do open door, but actually get wedges and actually make valuable products for investors that people actually want to buy. And we go in person to make sure it's legit, not the whatever algorithmic bullcrap that Open Door thought they could do. So
The broker had an agent that was like her favorite agent, and she was like, oh, like this person's like on a pedestal. And then she said, she kind of talked bad about me and Meet Kevin. She said, oh, like Meet Kevin, like he's got a car wrap, like that's never gonna work. And looking back at like her prediction, she was completely off on both of us, like completely off. Because I became the dominant like listing agent in the marketplace, and Kevin blew up on social, you know. So like she couldn't have been further from the truth.
The fact that she called him Meet Kevin and not Kevin proves her she was wrong.
Right. Yeah, she was like,
what was your key to becoming the most dominant listing agent?
I found people that were already doing what I wanted to do, and I built relationships with them.
Okay.
Which this is the same thing that I'm doing as I transition more to like an influencer type of educator. Now like I'm doing the same thing where I'm looking to build relationships with people that are already basically doing what I want to do. So I basically found like the most dominant listing agents in other markets, and they became my friends. And a lot of times I did what you did, which is basically I humbled myself and I said, I don't care what I have to do. If you want me to clean a toilet, I will clean a toilet. If you want me to sit in the back on the plane on a toilet,
it's nice, man.
I will do whatever you want
That's
me
actually
to do.
such a hack.
Right?
It's like a little office.
It's a very nice toilet.
So I basically said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. I just want to learn from you. And I just did that, and then that's what I'm doing now.
That's exactly how I got here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's your
So I watched Kevin for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I bought his YouTube course, and I just wanted to I was either gonna be a YouTuber or die trying. Like, that was my goal. And I went from 0 to 3,000 subscribers. It took me 400 videos.
Good for you, man.
It was a lot of work, but like in those 400 videos, like they got 1% better every time, and so it was a lot of work. But I wouldn't trade those 400 videos for anything, because like that's why I'm here. Anyways, I don't know if you remember, but he used to do the YouTube channel reviews. I actually recommended that to him, and he's like, great idea, I'll start doing that. And I was one of the first channels he reviewed, and he thrashed my channel because it was so bad. And then
what was the feedback that he gave you?
He was just like, titles suck, thumbnails suck, your video content, you gotta be quicker to the point, like you're way too slow. And I was like, I mean, it's never fun to hear like the person that you look up to the most like thrash you like that, but it's obviously like the best thing for
That was so good though.
So
he
good.
was candid. He didn't sugarcoat it.
And so I had that at like 100 videos, and then over the next 300 videos I just worked to get like prove his point, and then I submitted for another review, and he reviewed it, and he was like, holy crap, like this is so much better, like you're hitting the titles, the thumbnails are great, like keep going. And so I clipped that, I sent it to his team, and I said, guys, look, here's what Kevin said to me, like I would love to come work with you guys. They blew me off, and then 6 months later I applied again. So like I actually sent a super generic email 6 months before, but they didn't listen. So then I sent this, and I'm like, I'll relocate. And I kept bothering, like, all right, we'll give you an interview. So I got an interview, kept emailing. The interview went good, and I was like, when should I hear from you? It's like, end of next week. I'm like, why is 2 weeks? Like, why do you need to make a decision over 2 weeks? Anyways, and I just like throughout those 2 weeks, I'd be like, hey, I uploaded more videos than Kevin did this week. Hey, I'm the first YouTuber to ever do a Lucid review. Like, cause I pulled an all-nighter, drove to San Diego, and drove like number 67, and uploaded it onto YouTube the next morning. I was like, I beat Kevin, and he owned the Lucid. Like nobody, like I was working harder than I am to get to where I want to go.
That's also pretty pricey, not as pricey as Arcadia. And then honestly, so that's about all your affordability south of the airport. And then there is some affordability heading up into North Scottsdale.
Depending on what's in here, but it doesn't sound like there's anything in there. What a lot of flippers will do is they'll raise this up, basically. The other thing that